whispering in your ear. Whispering in your ear. I'm here, child. Whispering in your ear. I'm here. The newsman's voice sounded like paper wishes it felt. He reports headlines crisply, hinted cheer, a tone that encourages, connotes the way Scotch first love sexes your chest and lights hard fires in your throat. He still manages to convey officiousness, gravitas. It's a fucking gift. I only listen to the radio in my car, and I only get the news when I'm listening to the radio. Sometimes I go days without being informed. Sometimes I let the newsman's voice slipstream through me without really listening to it. And I imagine tiny magical insects like half bee and half angel fish are buzzing or lightning swimming my neural pathways, filing all he says away in large gray metal cabinets labeled for conversational lulls and for future deja vu. Being a poet is a degenerative brain disease. This electric crackling insect thing is a perfect example. Today is a slipstream day, but then I hear it. Rapes are down 14%. There should be more words for here. I have to pull the car over. I put it in park, reach for the passenger side door handle, push the door open and stretch myself across the car just in time. Rapes are down 14%. There are triggers everywhere. There are springs waiting to loose. My mouth tastes like stomach acid. My face is shame flesh. Yesterday, I was reading the history of love. I read, perhaps that is what it means to be a father, to teach your child to live without you, and like that, there was an explosion behind my eyes, in the place before where tears form. It set off other explosions in all the places in my body that I hide. I cried for hours, triggers everywhere. My mouth is so sour. I can feel my tooth enamel decaying. I think that's what's decaying. It's not post-traumatic stress if there's no post. Clearly, I have issues. I could come up with a metaphor for just how many, but I don't feel like cheapening it today. I could draw you a map of the minefields inside me, but it wouldn't be a very good map. The things that will kill me are as hidden from me as God. It would be instead a brief history of everything that has happened to me suddenly, drawn from an aerial view, from the weather balloon where the small part of me that isn't me watches it all. That blue Rorschach splotch in between houses that looks like half a bird. The time I got attacked in an alleyway. That greenish-yellow bruise in the southwest corner. The time my father called me to tell me he was going to kill himself. I'm still in my car. I'm proud that I pulled over, that I didn't puke everywhere just because of some news headline. It's the kind of detail that will never make it onto the map. The insects will know what to do. I should be proud. I can feel any of this. But that won't come till later. If ever. I'll have to fake that part. The newsman's voice has moved on to other topics, but I'm not listening. My brain is running its programming, its process for returning me to homeostasis. My brain is amazing. Programming cycle number 1, intellectualize. Are they only counting reported rapes? Are they extrapolating the data? What number is it that went down 14%? How many women? How many men? How many children? How many rapists? If it's a gang rape, does that only count as one rape? Is the chief of police celebrating? Is somebody getting a raise? Programming cycle number 2. Sort through all advice for possible applications. First self-defense instructor. Stun and run, ladies. If you get taken to a second location, you are 6 times more likely to be killed. Second self-defense instructor. It's better to be paranoid than dead. Third self-defense instructor. There are 2 kinds of men in the world, Mindy. Domesticated dogs and predatory wolves. I'm going to teach you to survive the wolves. First therapist. It's called a panic attack. It won't kill you. Remember, it won't kill you. Programming cycle 3. Poetic distortion of reality. Television news can both plant and pull 5 triggers every 60 seconds. Porn, 7. There should be an epidemic of seizures, but there isn't. How can we say brainwashing, but never brain dirtying? How fucked up to be humans living with animal instincts, to be animals living with a conscience, to have the most necessary parts of me made of glass. Maybe it's true. Maybe less men took off the domesticated dog mask this year. Maybe the men I know aren't wearing masks. Maybe they love me. Maybe I'm safe. My pulse is decelerating. 140, 136, 128. Maybe I can drive home now. When I get home, I pull up the welcome mat. I lock the door. I call you. You hold my face. You hold my face. Catch you in space. I'll catch you in space. Here, whispering in your ear.